Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time and locations you'll be watching this video. Yes, my dear viewers, I am back again with another update. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please kindly do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought on the comment section and let us know what you think about this video. And I will see you towards the end.
Right. Let's begin what's trending. With reactions trailing Nigeria's president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's return to the country on Monday after a one-month vacation abroad. Tinubu arrived in Nigeria at around 4:30 p.m. at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, the country's capital, to a warm welcome by his supporters. On March 22nd, Tinubu's media office had announced his departure from Lagos to Paris to rest and prepare for Lesser Hajj in Saudi Arabia and Ramadan fasting. The trip elicited speculation and controversy around the president-elect's state of health. However, Tinubu, upon arrival, denied any claim of ill health.
I'm healthy as a sun, and I'm okay. May 29 is not the calendar. The challenge ahead is beyond that. It's for all of us together. And we must be parents and stay focused. That is very, very important. Don't isolate one date. One date on the calendar doesn't mean anything. It's just an event.
Well, all right, let's take some reactions. This is from Ekiti Baby, who wrote, Jagaban went to France lean and stressed out from the elections and came back fresh and chubby. The online mob are wailing as usual. All their propaganda about Asiwaju Bola Tinubu being sick has been thrown in the mud. May 29th, loading. Well, unfortunately, there were a lot of photos that were circulating. One, I don't know if you have seen this particular picture of Tinubu's, I don't know what it is. We don't know if it was doctored or not, but it did cause a lot of uproar on social media. I'll take a tweet from Sports Doctor who wrote, VAR update. What does Tinubu have under his arm on his return to Nigeria? It's called a peripherally inserted central catheter, PICC line. What is it used for? Should we be worried? I'll explain. Well, he went further to explain what it is. He's saying that it is a line which is used for, inserting liquid and all of that. Well, another Twitter user, in response to this tweet, wrote, competence to service in medicine does not stigmatize patients with any medical conditions. If the patient can bear the burdens of the condition, you owe the patient your respect, care, love, and compassion. You needed not to see the PICC line on him to explain what it is. Thanks. Well, I really like this actual tweet, which is about competence. And I believe that I heard you say this earlier. I think all of this is a huge distraction, whether or not, Tinubu is healthy. I mean, I don't know who is a doctor to tell if he's healthy. He actually came out to say that he is healthy. And like you said, he looked chubby and robust. And my Twitter user also said that. But I think the most important thing is the fact that Tinubu is back here and what he's going to do while he is here. Rufai, I'd like your reaction with those comments on that actual picture that was circulating on social media.
Okay, so like I said yesterday, I said the supporters were going to be singing Kabo, Sheda, Lode, and true to type, they're out there supporting him, welcoming him back. Great. He's got a lot of problems ahead of him, issues that he needs to solve. We talked about the debt in Nigeria, the fact that we've never added CBN debts to it, and the fact that that debt keeps getting interest on it. We've talked about the economy, we've talked about the state of education, insecurity, and all of that. The fact that people are dying big time, or let me use the word of Donald Trump, big league in Benue. People are being killed by the day. Also, we have a lot of problems as regards instability generally in the country. Nigerians need to be calm now, and they need to show workings. So all of these problems abound. But also concerning that picture, I have not been able to forensically verify. Because in this day of AI and all of that, I like to forensically verify pictures before I say it. But there's been many look at the picture, and there's been many zoom at the picture that saw that. In fact, specifically, I think a certain newspaper put the same picture they took online, and when I zoomed into that, I saw it. but that picture I've been taking of this morning. Secondly, there is no qualms about people feeling unwell or anything, but he has not come out to say he's feeling unwell. Truth has to be told. It's just in the interest of public accountability. Because he is state property now, and a lot of Nigerians are saying when there are discrepancies, come out with a statement about your health. It's as simple as that. Nobody wants a president to fail in Nigeria, because if he fails, we all fail. But there must also be a level of public accountability. And what is the antecedents? Umaru Musa Aradua, we all remember the case. It was during the campaign trail. Umaru, you remember the call and everything. And Umaru went through his own health challenges in office. Till today, it is sad that we didn't even know what happened. So we are just saying for the sake of public accountability. And it's not only him. Please, anybody that will become president next in Nigeria, after him, or whatever happens in the future, please, let Nigerians know your health record. Because see, if you want to keep your health record to yourself, don't come out or run. But the part I will never agree in my life to is the fact that you say we should not subject people to public accountability. That's not right. If leaders can declare their assets while coming into power, why can't they declare their health status? Because before he's sworn in, he has to do asset declaration. I will not be so. So it is also great so that Nigerians should know what they are dealing with. See, anybody, I've talked about even a former American president that was on a wheelchair and was one of the most effective American presidents, and he won a third term. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So there's no big deal, but at least let people know. But the whole America knew Roosevelt had polio. It's just accountability we are calling for. Simple. That's my point on this.
All right, Dr. Bati, your thoughts on that picture?
Okay, well, first, let's join others in welcoming him back. Unfortunately, the Nigerian Constitution does not state that you must declare your health status. What it says, it talks about incapacitation. And the Constitution is very clear in that regard. So whether as president or president-elect, if you are not incapacitated, if you are not mentally unfit, and if you've not been convicted, you can be president of Nigeria. Maybe in the future, we'll take a look at that. But from a moral perspective, yes, we can insist that the people indeed have the right to know. They should know what they are signing themselves into, particularly given our recent history. We had Umaru Musa Yaradua, who were told he was fit, but he died in office. We had, a counter-example with President Muhammadu Buhari, who everybody said was ill and all of that, but today he looks even healthier than you, Ojinika.
Oh, Tinubu looks healthier than me.
Not Tinubu.
Wait, I
said Buhari,
okay.
President Buhari.
Oh, he looks healthier than me.
If you see how he's bouncing up and down,
well, a teenager.
I'll
give him one thing, though. I remember when he was, conferring those national honors, he stood like a general for hours. That one I'll commend him. But Dr. Abati,
I'm not.
I'm just pulling your legs.
No, I'm not playing gender politics. I'm just saying what we have seen. Health, life, all of these things belong to God.
Yes.
Okay, and not being medical doctors, we can't, on the basis of photographs, just reach conclusions. However, let me make one point. Maybe one major lesson with democracy is that democracy also allows the people to make mistakes and learn from their mistakes. My major worry in Nigeria is that we don't learn from our mistakes. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. I was saying earlier on this program that, maybe Tinubu is more Nigerian than many of us. That's why he's president, because that's the kind of country we have. A friend sent me a message and said, no top journalist in the US or Britain will say the prime minister or the president is more Nigerian. Well, that's comparing apples and oranges. We live in a funny kind of country, whereby actually the man who becomes president of Nigeria is a monarch. He is given almost absolute powers. And you will see what will happen. It's not only Tinubu that will be exercising monarchical powers under Section 5 of the Constitution, 1999 Constitution. Even his wife we operate like a queen, you know, in a monarchy. Even his children will operate like princes and princesses. So we keep learning lessons. And many of these lessons, what is important for the regeneration of our society, of this country, is for Nigerian people to develop the capacity to learn the appropriate lessons so that this country can move forward, so that we don't keep taking one step forward, we keep taking 2 steps backwards. And I've argued elsewhere, even today, that look, all the conspiracy theories, the controversies that have emerged, you will see. May 29, there will be inauguration. There will be cabinet. All this talk about citizenship will be of no issue, will be of no moment. The issue about perjury, there has been a case in court at the Federal High Court, Abuja, since November 2022. Has that case moved anywhere? Even the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, we don't know what is going on there. So this is the kind of country that we have. Yeah. Where we, the people, going to learn lessons.
All right. We were talking about being fit and being healthy. I'll take another story before I come to you, Ayo. In another development, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, was trending on social media after pictures of the former Anambra State governor wearing sneakers and a T-shirt as he walked around the streets of Anambra State began circulating. Well, many of his supporters have reacted to the photos, some claiming that the photos affirm that Peter Obi has strict credibility. I mean, I don't know if you saw these photos that were circulating on social media, but you know, his supporters have come out to say, you know, he is looking healthy as well. I guess maybe even also just juxtaposing him with Tinubu's arrival as usual. But I think the most important thing is the fact that he's out there in Anambra State on a Monday, where people have said that they've declared a sit-at-home, and you can see him here, you know, maybe even just encouraging people to come out on Mondays. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's not very difficult to see why the presidential candidate of the Labour Party is well-liked. So irrespective of your party affiliations or your personal misgivings, when you look at the man and what he portrays, you can understand why he has so many people, so many supporters who love him, and the rise of the, what we call the obedience, because he just projects that image of the kind of person that a number of people want as a leader. If you're looking for a leader, if you want to employ someone, you would want him on your team. Now, talking about powerful statements, Mr. Peter Obi has made quite powerful visual statements or gestures in the last few days. Yesterday, we were talking about his eating or meeting with the Muslim community in Anambra State. Powerful statement. And I'd mentioned that leaders in Nigeria should, and not just him, for everyone who does the same thing, should be praised. And this ought to make headlines more, because we want to promote unity. We want to promote the fact that we are one despite our differences. In the same vein, him coming, I mean, he's just a man, probably he's done this every day in terms of exercising. And just the fact that he's doing it on a Monday, very strategic and a very powerful statement. I'm saying this because, like Dr. Bati mentioned, we can learn lessons, not just from the democratic process, but even from different gestures. Let's take politics away from this. Let us see more people like himself, the governor of Anambra State, making statements like this. Social media is powerful. We cannot take that away from young people, older people, and perception is key. In fact, they say perception is reality. So if they had made such statements in terms of a pushback or against IPOP sit-at-home, it would have encouraged more people to come out and dare to not, because there are many people who don't support the sit-at-home policy.
Absolutely.
Many people. So it could have passed such a powerful message. In terms of comparing their health status, we've talked about that a number of times. And I just want to point out that the PICC, I spoke to a doctor about this in terms of, okay, what does it mean? Does it mean the person is not capable of functioning? And she said, no, actually. It depends on the severity of the matter of the case. And being a doctor, by looking at a mere picture, you cannot determine the illness or the type of illness the person has. It can be used for chronic illnesses, even for those who are on dialysis, cancer patients. But dialysis, people who go on dialysis go to work. So it doesn't mean you're not capable of working. But again, it boils down again to being honest. Truth deficit is something we talk about a lot with our leaders. And that's probably why Peter Obi is so popular, because it seems as if he wants to give everything out. And so there are lessons and things we can actually borrow from that.
Absolutely. I like that point.